Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Crap, I forgot the rest. What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in the air, gave proof through the fight that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free and the home of the brave? I did not plan to sing the entire Star-Spangled Banner. I almost forgot it. Anyway, we're going to do a Veterans Day live stream. We're going to celebrate the heroes of our country, both the real ones, but we're also going to mock the fake ones. And we're going to make dinner with Strongman, okay? This is going to be a very unique live stream. So, basically how my life works is I roll out of bed in the morning, I go to work, I go to the gym, just finished with the gym, and now I just got home, and you know what? It's dinner time! So let's see what we have in the freezer. Okay, it's actually more full than I thought. So here's King Kong's freezer, okay? I know it's not the best organized, but let me show you something really freaking cool, okay? Check this out. I still have these. Check this out. I still have these in my freezer. That's right. I don't know when I'm going to eat them, but they're there. I've been holding them for like a freaking year. All right, so for tonight's dinner, we're going to make chicken Alfredo, Chef Boyardee. Yes, it's not the healthiest thing, but guess what? I don't give an F, okay? I'm busy. I got things to do. I don't got time to cook a 20-course meal, okay? I'm a single man, broke single man. Anyway, let's go ahead and turn on the oven here. Watch it melt my phone. So we're going to turn on the oven to medium-high heat, okay? Should I put my face on it, see what happens? We need to grab a pan. Hold on a second. Oh, God. Ooh. See this? This is a pan. Skillet. We're going to use the skillet to make our Chef Boyardee. So we got chicken Alfredo, a perfect Veterans Day meal, even though I miss Veterans Day. You know, to be honest, I completely forgot it was Veterans Day. And I'm a veteran, okay? And during Veterans Day, you get free crap. Guess how many free things I got? Nothing. Anyway, so we're going to have Chef Boyardee, okay? So you open the bag, right? You have these little Alfredo packets, so you got to plop them in there. What'd you guys do today? Did you have a good day? Go to your little wagey jobs, get yelled at by your boss, sit there for 8 hours and do nothing, stare at the wall, collect your little pissant paycheck, skip the gym because you're lazy. Is that what you did today? Yeah, I thought so. That's basically what I did, except I actually freaking worked out. I did upper body today, so I'm a little pumped. All right, so you put the 4 packets in there, and then you dump the rest in. Oh, this is really, oh shit. Oops, I cursed. Spilt some there, then I think we have to add water. Do we have to add water? Add a half cup of water. Stand by. Oh, here we go. Water, see? Half cup. I don't know what a half cup is. I'm just going to put it in there. All right, so this is our meal, boys. We're going to let that cook for the next 17 minutes. I'm going to go sit on the couch. Anyway, we got to talk about Veterans Day. So if you don't know the origins of Veterans Day, basically the date that was picked was the end of World War I, okay? World War I, which the Allies won handily after years of trench warfare. That's pretty freaking bright. I apologize. Ended on November 11th, 1918. Okay, it's 11/11. That's how I remember it. And that's coincidentally when Veterans Day is. But you know the funny thing is, right? So the American holiday for Veterans Day is, the end of World War I. But America didn't even enter the war until the very end of it. And we suffered almost no casualties. I mean, we had thousands die, obviously. But I think more died from the flu, the Spanish flu, freaking Spaniards, than in combat. But anyway, so we barely had any casualties. We didn't enter the war until the end. The French, the Germans, the Austro-Hungarians, the Russians, the Turks, they lost millions of people. But we decided to make it our holiday, okay? The arrogance of America. I'm just kidding. But anyway, that's the origin of Veterans Day. So the purpose is to thank veterans, okay? And everybody that served in the military is a veteran. Now, when I was young, I was in college, I wanted to be an Army man. I wanted to be a HUA Army soldier. And I got an ROTC scholarship. So I went to this place called Wofford College in Spartanburg, South Carolina, and I studied a very good degree called history. Okay, there's no better degree to be a highly skilled employee than to get a history degree, okay? So I did ROTC, which basically, ROTC is nonsense. It's basically like a cheat code to become an Army officer. So you got to do PT every once in a while. That's like working out in the morning. And then, you got leadership lab every Thursday where you learn to be a leader. And then you have to go to this advanced camp for a month at between your junior and senior year. And then once you finish it, you commission right after graduation. So I commissioned as a second lieutenant, graduated college, and got married all within like 5 months. So it was a pretty wild time, okay? Then I joined the Army, became a infantry officer. I was a platoon leader. I was in charge of a bunch of warriors for 2 years. I was in training for about a year. Then I was a staff monkey for the remainder of my diligent service. And now I'm in the Army Reserves, okay? So I don't know, do I count as a veteran? Does that count as a veteran? I'm still in the military. I go once a year now as a reservist to drill at the place where they store all the gold. But anyway, and in my time in the military, I've always wanted like certain awards. Like one thing I really wanted in the military was the Combat Infantryman Badge. Now, it's called the CIB. So you can only receive the Combat Infantryman Badge in a war zone where you take fire and you return fire, right? And it's a prestigious award, or so I thought. And when I went to Afghanistan, I tried to like position myself to where I would get a Combat Infantryman Badge. It's a rifle with a wreath around it. So when our unit got assigned like different locations to go, I chose the place where there was a lot of hotness going on, if you catch my drift. And I went on patrol. I got shot at and all that stuff. Returned fire, and I got the Combat Infantryman Badge. I got the beautiful award that I wanted, okay? And you know what freaking happened? So my unit, like my little platoon, was one of the few units in the whole brigade, thousands of people, one of the few units that actually got shot at, by the Taliban, okay? One of the few groups of people. So I thought the Combat Infantryman Badge was special. I thought it was special. And then I had a buddy that was up at the battalion squadron headquarters. And he sends me an email. He's like, "Hey, Bill, we all got our CIBs, Combat Infantryman Badges." And I said, "How did y'all aren't doing anything. What are you doing? You didn't even leave the base. You didn't get shot at." Nothing freaking happened. And he told me that a rocket was launched at their base and it exploded like a couple hundred yards away. It didn't hurt anybody. And apparently that qualified basically the entire unit for combat infantryman badges. And it was at that point that like military awards kind of clicked for me, in that the vast majority of them are complete BS, complete and utter nonsense. So basically how it works is when you go overseas, you get an award based on somebody filing paperwork for you. And if you're buddy-buddy with the boss, you get a higher award. And they actually have a system where the higher rank you are, the higher your award is. So like at the end of your deployment, you get an award. Like you get a Bronze Star, or you get a Army Commendation Medal, or a Silver Star. That's for Valor. But basically, there's different tiers of awards, right? And all the senior officers all got Bronze Stars. Every single one of them. Didn't matter if they never left the base. Didn't matter if they sucked. Every senior officer got a Bronze Star. No matter what, didn't matter. Now, if you were at my level, right, you could either, if you were like, really buddy-buddy with the commander, you could either get a Bronze Star or an Army Commendation Medal. I got an Army Commendation Medal because I wasn't as much of a hero as everybody else. But, yeah, it was stupid because, like, the lower your rank, the lower awards you got. It was stupid. So people got the Combat Infantryman badge, not even leaving the base because a rocket went off. And then all the awards were given to senior officers. The higher your rank, the bigger your award. And if you're a buddy-buddy. And then some people got Valor awards, right? So there's like, you can get an award or you can get a award with a Valor, for Valor. And I was reading some of the awards for Valor, right? And I'm not besmirching some people, but I couldn't understand what the valorous part of the award was. Like, I didn't understand. I was like, what did the person do to, get Valor? I mean, I'm not saying I deserved a Valor award. I don't think I did. But the whole point of this is that I'm kind of jaded when it comes to military awards, because my experience in Afghanistan was that as long as you had your buddies file the right paperwork, and as long as you were the right rank and you bent the rules, you could get whatever awards you wanted, okay? And that all circles back to Veterans Day, okay? So, obviously if you want to thank a veteran for their service, you can do that, okay? And there are some guys that have actually done some real stuff. Like there are if they're Green Berets or Ranger Regiment, or some elite units, yeah, they've done some real stuff. But a huge portion of people that talk about their service, I've found out, I've ascertained, I've discerned that they're freaking liars. There's so many, people make up so many stories, and it really bothers me because people milk their military service to benefit themselves all the time. So what I'm trying to say here is, if somebody's bragging about their military service, they have to tell you that they're a veteran, okay? I guess like I am right now. I'm milking it, bro. They're probably full of crap. The guys that actually did stuff, it's true. They don't really talk about it, okay? So, and I remember, so on Veterans Day, they have all these free meals you can get. I went to, what was it? It was Golden Corral a couple years ago. And guess who was in freaking line? Veterans? No. High school JROTC kids. That's right. High school kids that are not in the military wore their stupid little uniforms and they got in line at Golden Corral to get free meals. And I remember one time I was at the airport. I was just in my civilian clothes because I've actually been in the Army. I've deployed, That doesn't matter, though. And some kid was wearing his JROTC uniform. This is a high schooler. And everybody was like fluffing him and letting him cut the line. And I'm just like, oh my God. Absolute freaking madness. But anyway, that's been my experience with the military. Obviously, you know, I'm not besmirching everybody, but, you know, I guess this circles us around to Khmer. You know, we the Khmers. And I'm very suspicious of we the Khmers. I'm very suspicious of his, this is Mr. Misty investor, Mr. Genius, buy the highest yield, 10,000 IQ investor, okay? So obviously he was in the Marine Corps. We know that, okay? And he still claims that he's in the Marine Corps. He's still in the Marine Corps, bro. Which I think is absolute nonsense, okay? You want to know why? Because now, he's a JROTC instructor. You know what that is? You teach little high school kids. That's not the freaking military. You're out of the military by that point. So I think he's full of crap on that, okay? But he's always talking about his military service. And I did some research, and maybe I'll do another video about it. This guy posting these freaking super chats. I'll get to them in a second, okay? But, you know, he's always talking about his military service. He's always fluffing himself up, how he's such a freaking hero. And I have big suspicions, because, like, he's a JROTC instructor. And then before that, he was a commander at a training school. And, and he had, like, the worst job at the training school. So, like, honestly, like, I don't trust him at all. I think he's a freaking scammer. But, you know, in all seriousness, like, I do thank all the veterans that actually did things, but you got to be careful because there's a lot of freaking scammers out there. All right, meal's almost done. You want to see this, guys? You want to see this? Look at that. Oh, baby. So greasy, so good for you, but it's going to be so good. All right, let's go ahead and dump this into my bowl. Hold on 1 second. Then we're going to do comments. This is what I use for a plate. This is my plate right here. You don't have fine china? Are you poor? Let's see if I don't make a mess with this. Oh, yeah. Oh. Woo. Ow. Woo. Daddy's going to have to do some cleaning after this. I made a little mess. Woo. Gotta make sure I get all the meat off of that. Okay, I think we're good here, okay? All right, let's go to my table so I can be depressed and sit by myself. You guys get to see my table for the first time. That's my table. Now, we used to have a carpet, but I have these two little rugrats that they constantly spill food. So this is their little table now, okay? But they were constantly spilling food on the freaking rug. It was like every day there was like stains and we just had to get rid of the rug. I had to get rid of it. But when they're older, I'm definitely getting a freaking rug again. Because it pisses me off. It looks like it's stark, empty home. That's the price you pay for children. All right, let's do some comments. Crazy intro. I know I sang the whole Star Spangled Banner. I actually had to learn that in like 2nd grade or something like that. It was like one of the hardest things I did at that age, just learning the Star Spangled Banner. Thank you for your service. You're welcome. Hello from Italy. Dude, it's like 11 o'clock in Italy. Dinner with the dong. That's right. Ever heard of Khalid bin Walid? Yeah, I've got a picture of him in my bedroom. He's my hero. I don't know who that is. Thanks for serving. Typical Army grunt. Late for Veterans Day. Dude, I really did not know it was Veterans Day. Usually I know. You know why I didn't know? Because I used to have days off when I worked for the government. But my job doesn't give me days off now. I guess they don't like heroes. Eat them now. We're going to save the Tattooed Chef meal. So Tattooed Chef is actually still in business. If you go on Instagram, type in Tattooed Chef, they're starting to post videos again. So they're back. They're just not publicly traded anymore. Let's see. Gordon Ramsay would be fuming. Yeah. His opinion is really important to me. Why are you nude? Yeah, I'm freaking nude right now. Why does that pan have dark lines all over it like Europa? I don't know. Dude, I've had that pan for a long time. Like until something breaks, I don't get rid of it. Get some Tabasco. It's actually not a bad idea. I don't know if I have any hot sauce left. What do I have in my fridge? I don't think I have any hot sauce. Oh, wait, no, I have Tapatio, but I don't know if this is expired. You know what? We're going to go with it. We're going to see what happens. We're going to add some Tapatio to our dinner here. If you don't know what Tapatio is, it's a delicious Mexican salsa picante. People say Republicans don't like Mexicans. That's not freaking true. Obviously, I love Mexicans. Look at that. All right. I really hope this isn't expired. I don't think it is. We'll see. If I'm sick tomorrow, we'll see. If you don't hear from me, then this is the last video that King Kong ever made. I used to put spice on everything, and then I started getting like really horrible heartburn because I love spice, but it's bad. Look at that. What do y'all think about that? A little bit better, huh? All right, anyway. Bruh looks like Chris Pratt. He must be handsome then. 9-to-5 jobs are really stressful. I mean, they can be. Looks like Strongman skips ads. You know, I've never done abs in my entire life, unless I've been forced to. Because having abs is not about doing sit-ups. It's not about doing crunches. You can never work out and have abs. You want to know how? You don't have a lot of body fat. Okay? Because it's all about your body fat. Usually people, like everybody has abdominals, obviously, but it's covered by a layer of fat. But if you're just naturally thin, like I used to be, I used to have shredded abs, and I would never work out. It was awesome. Let's see. I love you, fat boy from France. Thank you very much. Looks like you already had a meal. I did. I had lunch. Thoughts on JetQ and Jeppy? They limit your upside. So if we go into a raging bull market, you're sacrificing returns for current income. And you're also paying taxes on that income. So I would say focus on like owning the underlying index if that's what you like. Would you rather be queer or crippled? That's a good question. I'm not going to answer that. I know what I would rather be, but deport yourself. Man, I am homegrown American, okay? My ancestors were here since, I don't know, 1700s. Georgia settlers. Let's see. Yo, you think we could live in a simulation? I don't think we live in a simulation, okay? What, did Clown-a-lon say that? How are you a veteran if you never deployed? Well, being a veteran means you served in the military. And honestly, like I don't look down on people that didn't deploy because deploying is pure luck. It depends on where the Army sends you. You could be the smartest guy in the world, but you get sent to a unit that doesn't go overseas, and you didn't deploy, but it's not your fault. I just got lucky because the war was kind of winding down in Afghanistan, but my unit was sent there. And they actually almost sent me again before I got out. Let's see. Imagine the dating market. Oh, dude, after a world war. Dude, if you survived the war, you'd be clapping. But of course, a lot of people would not be there anymore, which is also sad. Let's see. Your arrogance is off-putting. Well, thank you. Did you date any Army girls? Yes, I was married to another officer, a female. Man, there's a lot of homophobia in these comments. I'm not liking this because I don't have my shirt on. He dates dudes. That's right. The U.S. political spectrum used to control the public mind today. It's called the Nolan chart and was invented by David Nolan, founder of the Libertarian Party. I've never heard of that in my life. You are insufferable. Wow, people are loving me today. My dad was in special ops. Yeah, he probably did some legit stuff. And now you are 32. I'm 35. I know I look young. And wait, if I shaved, I look even younger. But I'm actually 35 years old. Can you shout out to my grandpa? His name is Mo Lester Sr. Oh, God. You got me there. You're not a veteran if you never deployed. I disagree with that because a lot of people now aren't deploying. It doesn't, like, being a veteran doesn't bother me, but when you lie, that's when it bothers me. Did you fluff your bunk mates in basic? Well, I would have, but I never went to basic training until I was an officer. Are you taking a poopy right now? Yeah, I'm taking a dump right now. I have a floating toilet that follows me around my house. Thanks for protecting us from those Afghan farmers. Well, I mean, the whole point of going to Afghanistan was they were harboring the Al-Qaeda guys. That's why we went there. Why aren't you telling your kids this amazing story? Oh, I will one day. Bum Spanka for $2. Let me heart your comment. Phallic object in balls. Thank you very much for your input. Krolowa Anastasia want to fight. Yeah, I want to fight some petite woman. I'm sure you'd destroy me. Let's see. Tell me about the crimes you did at Afghanistan. Oh, I can't talk about those. Let's see. Okay, another comment from Bum Spanka. Phallic object in balls. Thank you. I'm filing papers against you. I'm getting some weird. Who is? YouTube must be bringing in new people, man. This is freaking weird. I've never seen half of these commenters in my life. How about stolen valor, Lord? Honest, there's a lot of stolen valor out there. And you don't even have to wear awards. You just have to make up stories. In my opinion, if you make up a story, then that's stolen valor. Okay, I see Russian flags. Here we go again from Bum Spanka. Another $10. Phallic object and balls. Thank you very much. Let's see. Russia is the strongest army in the world. Russia is a joke. Okay, I thought Russia was going to steamroll the other country. I don't even, can I say these words on YouTube? But they suck. They're garbage. They barely had any advances in like 2 years, 3 years. Let's see. My dad served like 20 years plus special. Good for him. I don't think you ever served. That's right. I made it up. Okay, I've never in the army. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not even a real person. I'm just an AI. Let's see. Man, just stop to take a breath. I've never seen any of these commenters. Bum Spanka for another $5. Phallic object and balls. You are an ungrateful veteran. Well, maybe. Fairly reasonable investor for $2. Real talk. Do you believe the U.S. is in decline? I think if the U.S. is in decline, it's more on a like spiritual level, or like a spiritual level than really an economic level. I mean, I don't think we're in decline economically, at least not yet. Obviously, we've been doing pretty freaking good, but spiritually, yeah, with all the issues we have, yeah, I think we're in a little bit of trouble. But those take a long time to play out. Let's see. In before the smoke detector blares. We got away with it. Are you still cordial with your exes? How are those conversations? Well, I don't talk to one because she lives somewhere else. And the other one generally, but not all the time. I'll send you 100 if you smoke a rock on a stream. I will go grab a rock from my backyard and light it with a match, if that's what you want, okay? Oh, we got another $4 from, or $2 from Bimbo Spanka. Phallic object and balls. Thank you. Weak man sellout finance. Over and over again. Bimbo Spanka for another $5. Phallic object and balls. Man, you're... Can you say happy birthday to me? Happy birthday, said Figuera. Time to shave again. Are those Henson shavers worth it with those 10-cent razors? I don't even know what razor I have. I don't have, like, I shave so uncommonly. I don't even have, like, I don't even know what my brand is. I just have razors upstairs. But, yeah, I do need a haircut and a shave. But I'm not getting my haircut till next week, probably. I might shave tonight, though. Crypto to the moon, big fatty dong, man. Oh, it went up! Guys! It went up! Oh my god! Who freaking cares? It's worthless garbage. It always will be. All these clowns on X. Oh my god, Bitcoin went up! But it's fundamentally worthless garbage. So what are you celebrating? Line go up? God, man. This is why I hate bull markets. Bimbo Spanka for another $5. Phallic object and balls. What's your nationality? What do you think? I'm from South Africa. I'm from Ghana. Would you rather fight Mike Tyson or Logan Paul? Logan Paul, dude. Mike Tyson is a monster. As a certified CPA, I'm sure the IRS has informed you about Monero users by now. What have they told you? I haven't heard anything. You think the IRS contacts me? Basically, how I keep up with tax information is I do CPE. Like every year, when you keep your license, you have to do 40 hours of professional education. So I use that to just like brush up on the tax law before the next tax season. Let's see. You don't look young. You look like an old, crusty I look like a grandpa. Really. This is the face of a grandfather. Maybe in like 800 BC. Bimbo Spanka for another $2. Phallic object and balls. Thank you. Shave your chest. It's a manly chest. I'm not shaving it. Do you smoke cancer sticks? No, I actually do nicotine pouches now. I do smoke cigars occasionally, but not that often. Bimbo Spanka, $20. Phallic object and balls. Making bank tonight. Yeah, I did not expect this. Let's see. We're praying for Ukraine. Can you please make louder mouth noises while you eat? I mean, are you sure about that? Can you show us your Kamala impersonation? I don't know. I'd have to practice it. Usually, like, when I'm alone, I practice impersonations. It's just I just kind of naturally do it. So I got to practice it, but, you know, she's irrelevant at this point, so who cares? Strongman, where's the best place to serve overseas to meet women? I'd rather do it in the United States. I mean, if you wanted to meet women, I'd say somewhere in Italy or Germany. That's where the bases are. They're like where you can actually get decent women. But yeah, I'd rather do an American girl, to be honest. Have you ever tried the? Yeah, I've never been to the gym in my life. Bimbo Spanka, do a new video on Paul Gashmael. Phallic object and balls. You know what, Bimbo Spanka? Just because you've given me $1 billion, I will do a video on Paul Gabriel in the next few days. Thank you very much. You've earned your video. Let's see. Bitcoin clown boys. Love from Morocco. Dude, YouTube is throwing some random people in here. Let's see. What state are you in? I'm not telling you, stalker. Let's see. You look 31. That's what I've been told by a lot of women. I look like, oh, you look like you're in your early 30s. Oh my God. But no, I think I look pretty freaking good for being 35, okay? And, you know, if I actually shaved and got a haircut, you'd be like, wow, that is a Giga Chad. A young Giga Chad. But you know why I don't cut my hair a lot? Because it takes freaking time. Let's see. Can I get a shout out? BDDZA1. There you go. There's your shout out. All right, guys. Well, that's it. That's my Veterans Day stream. Still crunching on my meal here. See that? Yeah. Looks really yummy, doesn't it? All right, Bump Spanka. I appreciate all the super chats. I'll do a video. You've earned it. And you guys have a wonderful day. And WWW. And I'll talk to you guys later. Cheers.